Hey everybody, welcome, welcome, welcome. Y'all know that's a little different from my favorite song, my up song, but this was the theme for the week. Shout out to LSA. I got that from them and the thumbnail from LSA. I appreciate you guys for always driving the content and for being consistent. Bear with me one moment. Let me switch to my AirPods so y'all could hear me clearer, hopefully. And then I'll give my salutations. And then bear with me one moment. Do, 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 do. Turn this. Mm, 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 mm. Hold on, y'all. Bear with me, y'all. Mm. No, we want AirPods. Hello, hello, hello. All righty. Y'all, can y'all hear me now? Can you hear me now? Welcome, 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 everybody. Hit the like button for your he, she, bitch. That's me, the Lady Dimples. Let me see who dropped down because I set this live earlier, but some people dropped down earlier. My first comment was from my baby Jackson Street 2100. Get into it. Welcome, 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 baby. Um, I have Lene. Hey. Oh, Ricky. Tricky Ricky had dropped down. Yes, that thumbnail came from LSA, baby. It was wonderful. Lene, OG 2.0. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hey, Miss Douglas. Hey, Donnell Jones. I know. Hey, Miss Paulette. Hey, Sugar. Hey, Mama. How you doing? Hey, Heels, Lipstick, Guns, Boss Lady. Hey, baby. I see my Minnie Mouse. Hey, Minnie Mouse. Hey, Ma. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Jazz A. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Peace of my love. I know, I know, I know. It was a little cryptic. Is Eleanor? I gotta look that up. Enjoying life because I've never heard that before in my life. Give me one moment. Let me go to my chat GBT because what you say is you dragging me. I mean, come on, hold up. What is that? Mm-mm. Don't y'all hate when the iPhone be like trying to try to correct your spelling and it's like I spelt what I said? Oh, the most common reference. She's a Canadian singer. Is that who it is? I don't know who that is. Um, I've never heard that song before. Apparently, it's from the City of Angels soundtrack or something. And it's an older song, but it was very, very fitting to what we saw this week with that crazy psycho nut Stephanie. But we're gonna get into that. But we got a whole lot to cover from my last live. Y'all know how I do. I am very, very manic. I just go all over the place. I apologize in advance to Auntie Caller TT. I'm sorry, girl. We're gonna get to the mess. We're gonna get to the mess. But y'all know how my ADHD is, so just bear with me. Hey, Samaro, thick tongue. I apologize if I didn't pronounce that correctly. Bear with me. But baby, let's get into it because we got a whole lot of mess going on, and we're gonna see how the spirit hit me. 'Cause I got a whole lot of notes. I can go a whole lot of places because you know I'm just a flexible, versatile bitch like that. All right. In my commentary, not in my other areas. But baby, let's hit it real quick. Today is a federal holiday. If you did not know, it is formally Columbus Day, which many people do call it Indigenous People Day, but we will talk about why it is not recognized on the federal level of not being that. But quite naturally, the thief the rapists, um, the enslaver Christopher Columbus, um, that they say has founded this land, America, although the indigenous people, the natives of this land were here well before them. But either way, this day is celebrating based on the 1492 voyage that he did, where he discovered America, although it was already here and that people already lived on this land. But either way, it is federally recognized. It was enacted by President Theodore Roosevelt in 1937, and since 1971, it's been observed on the second Monday of October, which lands on today. Um, and to me, it's just an extra day off, but it is what it is. There's many criticisms and things we talked about it. Even like when I was in Jamaica, Jamaica said Columbus actually landed in Jamaica first before America. Like I remember seeing a tourist thing where they said it was a part of his boat. I don't know if it was a tourist trap or not, but that's what they say. And Jamaica has stories of being enslaved as well and purchasing their freedom. But anyway, just wanted to give a little history on that. And one thing that stood out to me, because we're hearing the indigenous people, and although it's recognized on some state levels, the reason why it's not recognized and formally changed on the federal level is because it it's created by law. So in order to get it actually changed on the federal level, the constitution law has to be changed, which takes a long process. But President Obama did do like a proclamation when he was in office recognizing that, but a proclamation is not a law, unfortunately. So us that are educated, we do refer to it as Indigenous People Day. However, it is not on a federal level. And I'll tell you one thing about my family. People want to talk about my information and how I do things, but I know my family history, and I know my family lied for years. My daddy's side, the side that inbred to keep the color in the family, lied for years talking about we was Indian and we had Indian in our blood. They said we were Cherokee Indian or Natiko or something. Well, baby, Dana does not lie. DNA does not lie. When I got my ancestry DNA test, when I got there's the other one, the one that went out, that's going out of business, like 360. Anyway, I did both of them. Anyway, ain't no goddamn Indian in my goddamn blood. It is 25% European. So them fuckers lied. But either way, I'll tell stories later on about my aunt and stuff that lived as white people and stuff. But naturally, they all would say, if they couldn't pass as white, they would say they was Native Americans, because even Native Americans or Indians, they got more rights than us coloreds. But either way, you cannot drag me for my motherfucking history, okay? And let me get into it real quick. See, I'm gonna hit it. Can y'all hear me? Hey, Miss Michelle, how you doing, mamas? Are y'all okay? Talent, I'm gonna get on your ass too. Talent, I'm gonna get on your ass. I got a good messy commentary for you. So you stay right there, baby. You stay right there. Shut the fuck up. I'm gonna get to where the fuck I want. Shut up, you dumb bitch. I'm educating my people. Hmm. But Talent, you be right there, because you ain't gonna like my commentary on you. No, you not. You sure enough on the docket. But let me drag a stupid, dumb, demented, mentally unstable bitch, Mr. Brian. I don't care how many fucking eyes you put in your fucking name, Brian, you unstable bitch. It don't add to none of your intelligence, and it definitely don't add to your emotional stability, bitch, because you're the unstable, stupid ass bitch. And that's why, as good as the platform of social media is, everyone don't fucking deserve a platform. And a demented, stupid bitch like you don't deserve a motherfucking platform. See, Brian, You want to drag me from the facts of my family and my history and gonna put some fucking lies on it? No, bitch. My family, my grandmother didn't inbreed, bitch. She didn't. She said it. The book stops here. She wasn't marrying no goddamn cousin. She found the blackest man my grandfather could find, and that's what she fucking married. And she was ostracized by her family for years over that shit. But I know my fucking history. But did you sit your unstable ass up on Jay Wilson's and tell the story about your mama getting pumped and dumped by your father? Brian's mother, who I think is an undercover lesbian, that's why she hates the gays and infected him with his self hatred and all the issues that he had, not to mention the fact that she didn't protect her children and they was getting all touched in their no spots. Huh. Your mama had so much discernment about the demonic, about the shit that you had. See, you told so much about yourself, Brian, on Pastor's panel. I was just dumbfounded. So you was molested not once, but several times by several motherfucking people. Hey, Maitri, welcome. Hey, hi, Goosey, my baby. Goosey, what you talking about? What I say? I'm talking my shit. Hey, Rainy, my baby. Hey, 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 hey. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm just talking my shit. See, I'm on my roll. I'm on the roll, baby. So let me tell you. So, Brian, you set your ass up there and you have been acting out. You've been fast and hot in the motherfucking behind. See, I don't want to go too dark on you, but I know what I fucking know. And when you told that story about that drunked up white man that was touching on your sister and you didn't do nothing about it, that told me everything I needed to know. And you push me, I'll go a little deeper. But that told me everything I needed to know right then and there. But then you told a story over at Jay Wilson's about how you was just fast in the ass way back in middle school, high school. You was smoking. You was bringing that Mary Jane and defiling your mother's house, and you had some naughty magazines or videos or something, and your mother in her spirit. And I heard that story many times. People talk about like from my area, were Pentecostal, they talk about, oh, they got something cursed in my house or something. I heard that story many times. But your mother done searched your house and found your naughty bits and things, and then found some video, some pictures of you that you went and got, that she done found, that you was going to send to somebody on from the chat line. Or was it from AOL, or was you on the like the Blade, like in Philly we have the Philly Blade? Or was you over there being like Ken, being on a party line? Like, what was you doing? Where'd you get that at? But anyway, you was being fast in the ass at a young age, over there pursuing, looking for love in all the wrong places, baby. And you still looking for love, aren't you? Aren't you? But guess what? Some people are just unlovable. Let me take a swig. And Ness, I ain't going on mute. I'm talking to my people, or those that want to hear. Shout out to all the viewers. Shout out to all the bush watchers. Hit the like button for your he, she, bitch. We getting into it. Baby, we getting into it. Are y'all ready? This is just the beginning. But anyway, Brian, some people just unlovable. And especially unlovable when you can't learn to love yourself. See, you got to love yourself first. And whatever that process is to unlayering and unmantling and getting to the core of your own, that's a lot. I've been there. I've been there. But remember, well, you're a twin, so you didn't come alone, but you know what it is. Alone you came, alone you'll leave. But you was a fast ass, and you talked about your mother being pumped and dumped by this man, and come to find out he had a whole nother family. And then you said that to the point that this man's in his 70s, and is he still having children, Brian? You mean to tell me he's having geriatric children? I mean, at 40 or even late 30s, some of my female friends that haven't had it, they're considered high risk. Women help me understand the term of that, but there's extra precautions when you have it in your 30s, which is crazy because people are choosing to have kids later in life. But either way, although men do continue to produce sperm, shout out to Baba Glitterboots, the toothless fool ZX, the dusty fox. You might still produce sperm. That is if you can get it up. But it kind of becomes like powdered milk a little bit. Like there's some deficiencies and things. So very high risk with that either. So but your father's still out there shooting up clubs and shit at 70? Wow. I'm not trying to give you too much, Brian. But you went and I guess at least you knew who your father was and you went and researched them way back in 2010. Which, Brian, we're around the same age. 2010, you was a full-fledged adult. I graduated college in 2010. So what was you doing during that time? So at that point, your mom went and put paperwork on him, being probably a bitter bitch. And she got some things, and somehow he probably whispered some sweet nothings in her ear and probably piped her down real good. So you ain't tell that part, Brian. But Mama ain't released the rears for nothing. Okay. He probably whispered some sweet nothings and probably she probably ain't been dick down since old daddy since him. So he probably, because a man is giving it up like that up to a set, he probably got some good dick. Okay, he probably got some good dick. And if your sibling said you look just like your daddy. Now your daddy must be ugly as sin because you's ugly as sin. You was ugly as sin, and sin is ugly. But we did see, and you got an ugly dick, but you got an ugly big dick. So if you can use it, you can use it. But I think your daddy dicked her down real good, and she said, "Oh, yeah, I'll sign the papers." And he signed the papers, and he ghosted her like the worthless bitch she is, or was. Sorry, rest in peace. Yeah, but yet that wasn't enough. But you still digging and searching and found out, I guess, that he has a thing for other races all over the rainbow. See, I'm an international whore. I ain't nothing like a brother. Ooh, ain't nothing like a brother. But I done had them all. Asian, Arab, Indian, white. Oh, I done had them all. But they ain't nothing. Latinos, Mexicans, Dominicans. Ain't nothing like a brother, though. I'm going to tell you. But either way, now, I'm not looking at the chat yet. Y'all dragging me? Because I'm just talking. I'm just talking. But Brian, you said that you had some white siblings, some mix. So is that where your love affair for or the hatred that you have? See, you go between hating whites but loving them. So is that the root of it? Is that genetic? I don't know. Only you can answer them questions, but there's something there. There is. And only you can answer those questions. I just gave you something to think about. I gave you a little light, you fucking worthless, scamming ass piece of shit. Let me see what this chat talking about. Hey, y'all. Hey, Miss Fee Brown. Welcome, baby. Wait, MBK in here? MBK? MBK, you gonna get dragged too, MBK. MBK, you gonna get dragged too. Hey, MBK, let me get on MBK right now. Let me get on him. Okay. Now, MBK, you wanted to pop your high yellow thug ass out of here. Out, right? You thought the coast was motherfucking clear, MBK. Yes, you did. Let me have a sip. Y'all. So y'all know Big Mama. That's me. I'm Big Mama. Loves vodka and cranberry. But today, y'all, I put a. I love an apple martini too. Baby! Shout out to my messy Hershey. Baby! Hershey, when we gonna go to Tokyo? Is it Tokyo? Anyway, Charlie B's, that's what it's called. We gonna have Tokyo tea. That's what we're gonna have. Baby, me and Hershey, we gonna cut up, baby. I know me and Hershey will cut up something good, honey. So anyway, I put a splash of apple syrup in my with my vodka and cranberry. Woo! Good God Almighty, that is malicious, malicious. Mhm. But MBK, you brought your ass on back out, and at first I was refreshed. I was happy. I mean, because you give it up. I mean, you is Jersey, New York all day. Y'all know I'm from South Jersey, so anything above us, I'm from the real South Boonies. So, I mean, they just got different flair. It's different. We got north, central, and south, all distinctly different, all in that same area. Um, and but he just gave it up. So that just do something to me, you know. It just do something to me. I mean, I respect he's a straight, but y'all know he just give it up. But then I had to be reminded of the bitch assness that man is. Had to be fucking reminded that he gives it up like a street nigga, but he didn't offer no fucking street justice to Baba Glitter Boots. That's ZX, Mr. Cannon, Sister Cannon. He didn't give it up. Sister Cannon aired your ass out, Mr. Austin. He done told us your motherfucking name. Done aired out that your wife is the one making motherfucking money. Done aired out your conversations where y'all was talking about everybody. And you didn't handle that motherfucker. That motherfucker was still goddamn talking. And for that, you'll never have no fucking respect from me, bitch. Because I'm from Jersey. And that bitch would have had to shut the fuck up. He would have had to eat a motherfucking sub. He would have shut his bitch ass up. And then for the fact that you sit your high yellow ass up and still interact with him and address that bitch when he made you your bitch, get the fuck up out of here. Get the fuck up out of here. Go across the motherfucking street, you street walking fucking bitch. Abso-fucking-lutely. You and Ghetto Stiletto is a fucking embarrassment to goddamn Jersey. Stupid ass. At least I live my goddamn truth, and I'm acting like the sissy punk that I am. But what the fuck are you? You fake thug acting bitch. You still ain't addressed that damn bitch. And it's you and Baba's Glitter Boots. The other reason why he aired you out because you was canoodling with Ness. And he told that you wanted that hot box. Let me have a swig. Sister Cannon exposed that MBK wanted that snatch, that funky 3-day romper wearing, fishy puss smelling bitches snatch. Did he? Am I lying? I ain't flying. I'm sitting on this goddamn couch that 313 Dusty claims I don't fucking have, bitch. I'm sitting over here drinking my vodka and cranberry with a splash of apple, baby. As sure as my name is Lady Dimples, baby. And you sit up there and he said you want that snatch. And now you done sung the praises of this group chat and how y'all been solid for over a year, which cute for y'all. But we know her for her fucking works. We know her for the fucking dusty ass, unstable, conniving bitch that she is. And we're going to get into that too. We're going to get into that too. Because a bitch like to reinvent herself, but we know the bitch. And anytime she comes up there, she wants to strike and play dirty games like the dirty bitch she is. But MBK, don't pop your ass back out here trying to be all vocal and have all this vibrato when you ain't addressed the motherfucking source, the bitch that fucking showed what the fuck you are. I ain't shit ass nigga. But oh, Stefan, Sissy Stefan, Sister Stephanie, and and remind you, I'm calling him, and actually it's Steven because if you look at his early videos, he called himself Steven. Or Stefan. I don't remember. No, he called himself Stefan, and then now he's gone by Steven. What the fuck ever. The bit he's just a fraudulent, stupid bitch, okay? That lies. But back to MBK. MBK, after Baba Glitter Boots exposed that you wanted that snatch, that's why you was over there. Now you done brought her gifts and you done basically said that y'all be breaking her off behind the scenes and giving her money, so she don't need to be there. Now she claims she's this grand executive, which we'll get into, and y'all giving her all this money, but she still comes out here and begs and does all. So what is she doing with all this money? What is she doing with it? She's not a homeowner. She ain't got no flossy car. She don't. She was over there calling herself a fashionista over on Jay Wilson's. I mean, really? We done already seen what the Get Ready With Me's give. The Please Don't. So what is it? But I guess you want that ussy, huh? And Stefan exposed that. Now we heard that she was going to Jersey because she claimed she got family in Jersey and she's from Jersey and then moved down to Miami or whatever. I don't know. She's an old fraudulent bitch. Just the same bitch that said her dad's a doctor that had a clinic and she had an elevator in her house and she knows how to play a Bach piano. Let that set in. But anyway, Stefan told us that you had plans to fly her out so you could ook her. Is that true, MBK? You still in pursuit of that ussy? See, you are OG. You in it for the long term. You a smart MFer. I know your kind. Hmm. You gonna plant that seed. And trust me, I got ninjas still to this day. They're just waiting for that slip up, a moment of vulnerability where got her. I still got it still to this day for guys that still think they can get this. And it's a good feeling to be wanted. It is. I know y'all don't believe it, but whew, it's a good thing to be wanted. And some guys, where my ladies at? Where my ladies at? They know what I'm talking about. These guys that will sit there and lay and waiting for years just for a moment to smell, taste, touch what you got going on. Ain't my shit good enough? But anyway, we on to you, Ziak. I mean, MBK, you bitch ass. Until you handle that bitch, Mr. Cannon, like the bitch nigga that he is, I don't want to hear nothing. Go back into hiding. Go back. Go back. We don't want to hear it. We don't want to hear that fake homo thug shit because you claim you put in work on the streets, but you ain't putting in work on the virtual streets. So if you can't handle a bitch in a fucking virtual, you can't handle a bitch in a fucking physical. And until that bitch, shut your bitch ass up. But one more thing. One more thing. Because you talked about that stupid whining ass bitch, Trey Trey. Trey Trey need to go away. That's audio pope, if y'all didn't hear about it. Audio pup, audio pussy. But anyway, um, you want to bring up how your ex, Shakima, punked him, and she punked him. That was my first time side eyeing little Trey Trey, where she punked him and he apologized, and then she still sunned his ass. That was my first time, like, what a waste. What a waste. But anyway, my thing is, MBK, because they say you got a hand problem, but they also said that you had Kima bent over on the pool table that your wife financed. Because the wife got the money, right? The wife's the PA, right? Uh-huh. But is that your plan to bend Ness over on your pool table? Is that the plan? Ah! Bitch. Welcome everybody. Rainy? He need to handle business. Hey, anti-afro. I can't say what that golly. Now, girl, you was cutting up last night over at Photons, baby. Now, anti-afro. Photon was over there ignoring me in his chat, but they had Smoke God over there, right? And is it true that Smoke God is a corn star and that Smoke God got some corn on the corn hub? Just replace the corn with a P and y'all could follow. But let me understand that, okay? Lemon drops, baby. Lemon drops was my favorite too, honey. And I love me a lemon drop, baby. Hey, Lene. Hey, Goosey. Oh, holy shit, MBK and ZX. Well, I mean, they should have never been back on Goosey because the way he bitched him, I mean, what? Yeah, all this energy for baby. You right, you tracking Minnie Mouse. Hey, Bertha May. Bertha May. Now, let me tell y'all. That raggedy ain't shit bitch Ness is the reason why me and Bertha May ain't rocking out like we had, and Bertha May done dragged me because Bertha May says she don't forgive, honey. But that dumb baser ass bitch asked me a question about Bertha May, and I answered. I don't even remember what the fuck. But Bertha May didn't take too goddamn kindly to me even entertaining and answering, and she been dragging me ever since, bitch. So. That baser ass, disloyal ass bitch that want to dictate to everybody. Hey, Miss Felicia, what y'all say? Sis, what is YPM? What that mean? What that mean? Speak English, MBK. Answer the question. Are you gonna fly Ness out and bend her over on that pool table? You never see me speak to him. You don't know what you just. Now, that's a lie. That man sat down on that piano. Oh, what's up? ZX, shut the fuck up, you stupid bitch. You done moved to Central Jersey and got soft on us. You got soft as motherfucking soft serve ice cream. Shut the fuck up. You and Ghetto Stiletto need to go back to Newark and y'all need to get back to y'all fucking roots. You softy ass bitches. Shut up. Hey, Pretty in Pink. Hey, Right to Be Told. What's that? ZX just instructed us how to take Ness Page and how to get her. Yes, he did. And now she back over there. That's right, Bertha May. I know I ain't lying. I don't know, Goosey. Dimple's tongue is getting thicker by the sip, Goosey. Y'all, and that's what I get for drinking on an empty stomach. You choosing to believe the nonsense because you don't like Ness, like MBK. You just at no. This must be Ness. This must be Ness. Thank you for subscribing. Welcome. Hit the like button, y'all. Hey, Black Pearl. How you doing, baby? Hey, Empress. Man, I'm behind. These niggas, she was smoke is open about his past. That wait, but I want to see it. Is it still accessible? Anti? I want to see it. Yeah, F Photon and his dusty ass. He need a spiritual bath and bleach. Who's up here? Oh God. Bye, Eddie. Eddie, get the fuck down. Bye, Eddie. Eddie, I ain't fucking with your stupid ass because Eddie, if anybody wonder who I'm talking about, Toss is in the back. Toss, get the fuck up out of here. Because anytime you want, you should be standing in solidarity with me, bitch. You rock stone titty having bitch. You rock hard in the face ass bitch. You don't stand in solidarity with your fucking sister. So get the fuck on, you stupid ass bitch. Absolutely. Mm-mm. Beat your fucking ass up. Stick it up your motherfucking ass. Tosser. Dumb bitch. I ain't done my commentary. Shit. And I ain't even halfway through my fucking glass. Shout out to Rainy. Shout out to Rainy. Shit. Y'all know I likes to drink. Shit. What the fuck? Huh. Let me get back and what else I need to talk about? Cause y'all I ain't even get to talk about what I need to talk about. Hmm. Now, MBK, till you shut that bitch up, I'm gonna keep talking. Shut that bitch up. Expose that bitch. Now, one thing I did find interesting. Now, Tracy lost her page, y'all. Now, it the white devil, Jason, is saying that he took her page because she was posting Janet. Tracy says that wasn't true. She's been getting flagged and she's thinking it's because of her cursing. Now, one thing I do know from watching like the videos and the laws and stuff. See, Tracy starts that cussing channel, whatever, and with the AI, if it's within the first 7 minutes, that's when they're flagging it. So if Tracy is coming in hot and heavy, what she does, that's why her page is getting struck and hitting because AI is really targeting that intro. So um, she needs to be careful with that. And that might be the reason why a lot of people are getting reused content too. I don't know. I'm not monetized, so I don't know. Like when I play that Pretty Girl Rock video, I always get flagged because of that. It all automatically puts it, but I'm not monetized. So if I was monetized, that would probably be a problem for me. Just like the song I played today, especially since it's on a soundtrack, although it's older, I'm probably going to get a flag with that. And hopefully it doesn't block it completely. If it does, I'll have to edit the beginning. But Tracy says she's been getting flagged for her cursing and there's certain trigger words that they're used to and Tracy don't care about. But either way, Tracy has lost her page again and she's back on that raggedy bitch, that mustard smelling bitch. But why the fuck did I want to bring Tracy up anyway? Hmm. It's gonna come back to me, y'all. But anyway, I want to bring that raggedy bitch up for a reason. But let me get to my notes. What y'all talking about? Goosey, stop it. They flagged me for speaking. Baby, yes, they do, Bertha May. Oh, anti, you ain't been. Oh, and let me tell y'all, Miss Anti Afro. See, the 313 Dusty, that shot Kim, right? Is over there trying to lie on anti. Now, I was trying to independently search this situation with Daddy Deeterell. And I know my spirit ain't never lied. See, I know I got the Holy Ghost. See, that's where my power and my discernment come from. See, because me and Stargate was first talking, and I knew it was something funny with him when he was talking about he had to shut down. See, Deeterell had two offices, one in Dallas and one in Houston, which if anyone knows about Texas, they're about 3 hours from each other. So how the hell he managed two offices, I don't know, but they are two big cities. within Texas. But either way, I knew that was funny when the state made him close down that other office. And I had worked in insurance for I was a temp in insurance at AIG, briefly. Oh my God, I hated that job. That was the worst job ever. And that let me know how corrupt the medical system is and how they say big pharma, because we would be denying claims. And the hope is basically that people wouldn't do the appeal process. That's why if you ever have a medical thing, do the appeal process, because 95% of the time you're going to win it. They're banking on you not even trying to fight it and do it. Because if a doctor deems it, a medical doctor, medically necessary, then typically they have to do it. That's from medications, that's from everything. That's the same thing like with me with PrEP. When I was on PrEP on the pill form, it was great. When it was the brand name, then after I don't know the year, but there's a certain point where a brand name, just like what we're seeing with Wegovy and these other shots and stuff, they have a certain year where it's just a brand name and they have to do it. Now, due to like a supply problem, that's why they were allowing like these compounding pharmacists and like lesser brands, but either way, the federal, the FDA, the people that set that, which we can't even trust them now because we got a whole fucking nut case in that fucking thing that wants to bypass all credible information. But either way, with that. But either way, when I was on originally on prep, I took it. I was on it. I was fine on the brand name. When that period of the brand name and they allowed for generics to come in, um, naturally with insurance, they're going. The doctor could specify that you need to take the brand, but for whatever reason, access or the pharmacy I went, I was they would give me whatever was available, and the supplement, the generic ones. Although my doctor was saying do it, give the brand, insurance would do it because this is like, I mean, I think the pill itself was like $20,000 or something. It was something very expensive. Um, Either way, they would make me do the generic. Well, the generic gave me so bad side effects. I mean, it was horrible. And then the fact is, I would go back to the goddamn insurance company and like, this is giving me side effects, and I know my body, so I know it has to be like this is the only thing new. Like, what's going on? And then they would literally tell me I had to try every single generic version before they would approve me to only take the brand. So then I went from first, what was it? The brand name of prep, Truvada. When Truvada became, they allowed the generic. Then I went to Descovy, which was like another form of prep or whatever, and that's the prevention of it. And then the same thing happened with Descovy. They opened it up to the generics, and then I was going through it again. And then finally, I'm on the shot, Epritude. And I do that every 2 months. And then I have to get certain labs and stuff to make sure my levels and my kidney and my liver and all that shit is not being impacted from that. Which is a mess within itself. I always have to fight. But let me tell you, it is not easy. They be fighting, and that's why I drag a bitch. They're about to talk about something. You got the House of Virginia. No, the fuck, I don't got no goddamn House of Virginia. I know I expose myself to high risk sexual activities, but as much as I fucking fight to maintain and protect myself and fight with these goddamn insurance companies and have to be goddamn honest with the lab people putting high risk sexual activity on my fucking shit and be fucking embarrassed, I'll be fucking damned. You gonna put a disease on me that I don't fucking got, that I'm fighting to make sure that I don't get. And prep ain't 100% effective. I think it's like 98, 99% effective, but it ain't a fucking 100% either. So, I mean, I still gotta fucking protect myself the best way I can, but shit, y'all know your girl's a fucking whore. I'm just talking. I'm just talking, y'all. I'm sorry. Trey Trey. Yes, Trey Trey is audio. That is Trey Trey. That fucking K9 stupid ass bitch. Hey, people, I'm going to need to red ball dimples. Please don't private this. People, I won't. I won't. Mm, mm, mm. You visit his office last week. Whose office? Birthday man. Who you talking about? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Wait. Wait, Bertha May, you said you visited Gina Rail's office. Girl, you said, oh, let me tell y'all, Bertha May is a goddamn fool. So she's in there was, I guess, mimicking LaDawn. Now, I didn't see LaDawn apparently went live and she was in the hospital, which was random that she was in the chat. I think it was YTC's. I think this was like a couple weeks ago. Talk about she was in there. Now, not quite naturally, people want to play on the sympathy of the sector. There are two things that the sector, well, there's three things that the sector don't play about. We don't play about children, especially special needs children. We don't play about typically. Uh, and they don't really drag Nyla, but they will drag my uppity, which it is what it is. But we don't play about special needs children. We don't play about death. And we don't play about sickness. We we will come together for that type of stuff. And so LaDawn randomly out of nowhere is at YTC's talking about something. She was in the thing and she talking about something. She might have had an embolism or something crazy. And apparently she went live to prove and was cammed up in the hospital bed. Now I didn't see it. She privated that live. I don't know. But they said she looked a mess, which God forbid. I if that happens, I ain't been in the hospital in a long time. Last time I got in the hospital, I was getting my tonsils removed. It was a planned thing. But anyway, I may do a post. I don't know. Because people do care and there are people that know how to pray and there's something about energy and all that type of stuff. But either way, we know that bitch was looking for a money grab. But anyway, Bertha May and her crazy ass went live, act like she was in the hospital. And I kept hearing these buttons. She was pressing these buttons and I couldn't know. I'm like, what is she doing? So I'm like, is Bertha May pressing the phone? Like I thought she was pressing the phone buttons or whatever. And come to find out, Bertha May was in there pressing her goddamn microwave. Acting like she was on like you if you ever been in the hospital, you ain't getting no goddamn rest because there's a whole bunch of beeps but Bertha May and her crazy ass was acting like she was in the hospital pressing buttons on her microwave. And how I found out it was her microwave because I didn't know what she was doing. And she was real convincing. But come to find out, Bertha May, she done pressed the wrong button and she cut the microwave on. And you could hear the microwave going on. It said, oh. So y'all go check out Stink Bertha May. She ain't been live or she went live, she deleted them. I don't know because they are flagging, which is crazy. Stop fucking flagging people. Y'all want fresh energy. The sector ain't gonna grow. Y'all over there flagging people for fucking fuck shit. Trey over there flagging Shakim over a thumbnail, but yet you over there having Shakim all choked up by BBL Lemon over there, but you flagging him. Like, what the fuck? You starting the motherfucking content. Like, get the fuck up out of here, you K9 looking ass bitch. You whining ass bitch. Let me pack your dumb ass up. Shit. Let me give you a fucking enema and give you the fucking dick that you fucking need, bitch. Because you over there whining and fucking complaining all the time. Let me give you something to fucking whine and complain about, you stupid ass bitch. Fucking sick of you. Get the fuck up out of here. And your counterpart, fucking BBL Snaggletooth Lemmy. Stupid ass bitch. And y'all talk about Beef Sector cartoons. I love me some Beef Sector cartoons, but Beef Sector cartoons, you got it fucked up because women in them don't even fucking share you out and get you out there like that, and they don't appreciate the fresh energy that you going over there. But you over there talking about something. We ain't have no content because Lemon ain't go live last night. Are you fucking serious? Who fucking cares about that slow, stupid, doofus ass motherfucker that stays on fucking repeat? He is like the bitch. If y'all remember the goddamn the people that really used to be a disc jockey, the real DJs that used to have to spin things, and if their record got scratched, it would be like Just repeat. That's fucking BBL Lemmy. And BBL Lemmy done been embarrassing his goddamn self from all over. From once again, Baba Glitter Boots. I don't know why that fucking bitch is over there, but he over there having a private conversation with Baba Glitter Boots, drunk as a fucking skunk, talking about some fucking baby Q. What the fuck is a baby Q? Are you fucking serious? And baby Q got this beautiful girl Candace, but she must be like Ashley, Cam's the cop caller's goddamn girl that got some type of social issues. If you can't tell that's a yagget, then I don't know what the F is wrong with you. Ray Charles can tell that's a fucking yagget, but for some reason that attracted Lemon. I don't know if it was the southern twang, the feminine mannerisms, but something attracted him, and he over there talking to Glitter Boots. Like, what the fuck you need to find out how someone feel about someone? And let them hit your panel, let them rock out, and the audience going to tell you if they rock with them or not. But you always fuck up every fucking time, Lemon, because you want to put so much investment and build all these people up just to fucking fail. And that's why we think you fucking slow, cause you use the same fucking method every motherfucking time, and it never works out for your stupid ass. And everybody that you want to put your trust in and that you feel good vibes from always got bad motherfucking intentions. But a solid real bitch like me that's gonna tell you the fucking real from the motherfucking rip, you don't respect that. You don't respect that. Just because I'm not gonna kiss your ass and sing all your fucking praises. When you're right, you're right. When you're wrong, you're motherfucking wrong, you stupid ass bitch. But you don't respect that. That gets no fucking credit from your dumb ass. Absolutely not. But you over there want to have a whole thing and want to talk about Baba Glitter Boots, who ain't even fucking beef sector, who up till present couldn't even get 50 in his chat. Now y'all giving him a little bit more credibility because he over there sucking out of that fucking soil puss of Nessus. But we're gonna see how long that lasts, because she knows he ain't shit bitch either. But y'all over there giving him all this credibility. A bitch that couldn't even, did he even get his GD? What the fuck? What's his accomplishments? But being a fucking imposter ass bitch, getting kicked off, stealing from the fucking Salvation Army and flexing. That shit from his fucking house, he was probably sorting through the donations, having first dibs. Same thing with that fucking Louis Vuitton jacket he got that he done stole from the people that was donated. Stupid ass bitch. What y'all saying? I'm just, hey, Miss Felicia, if I ain't speak. Ghetto, big Jersey. Ghetto, control your bitch. Control that meter Hispanic bitch, and don't let her get too comfortable with us. Okay. Goosey, what am I lying about, Goosey? What am I lying about? I don't lie. Look what y'all did to that woman that died the other day, Sharika. I didn't do nothing to Sharika. That is Lemon. And let me pause right there, because how easily Lemon has forgot about Sharika. Lemon, did you even give decency enough to the husband or the man, whatever, and have a conversation what she was bidding for? Did you give conversation? Now, Goosey, Sharika was a stupid ass bitch that was sucking up all out of that ain't shit bitch's ass. So can't have too much sympathy, and he takes no goddamn credibility that the bitch had been sober all them years after having a liver implant, that she went and brought some alcohol to kick it with him. See, was you here when she was over there sucking out of his ass and going after everybody? This bitch was literally in the hospital, and he was calling her to go live and address some Discord drama, and we could hear the machines beeping in there. So, and then also, she was in the back chat when he was berating all of them for not giving money for said talent show, when nobody told his dumb ass to even volunteer to pay all that goddamn money. So, Goosey, you better speak what the fuck you know, and what the Lemon volunteer for her. See, the beef sector, we could have been solid. We could have fucking paid for her cremation or whatever. But he didn't even spearhead that. He's an ain't shit dumbass bitch for twice. I'm sure. All about Sharika, the way she dragged and sucked out of his fucking ass and violated her goddamn relationship. Hold on. Hmm. Put it in the back chat. I don't know who you are. Mitra, I don't know what happened to Lila down. Hey, Trini girl, how you doing? Goosey, shut the fuck up. I like to drink, bitch, but I admit my faults. I admit my faults, honey. I like to drink. No, he didn't. Miss Michelle didn't give two F's about her. It's all about him. Baby, yes, his 15 minutes of fame. Yes, he is until he did that. Molly Maybach! Hey, Molly! Dimples, what did you think about Lemon's conversation with your sis and Neve? Neve? Well, first of all, I only saw the glimpse of what Shakim showed over there. Now I don't know, but it's always interesting to me. Same thing with um Sister King, that Sir Queen, how they favor the non-blacks, especially when are they're of the trans experience. Let me take a swig. Just like with Madam Jasmine, they favor them. Who's this? Trey, get the fuck up out of here. Trey, you can show that dick. That's what you can show me. Did you really put your dick and show 88? Put it up against a Roku remote. Did you really do that, Mr. Trey? I know that's Trey. I know that's Trey. Trey, put your camera on. Let me see that dick. Bye. Bye. You ain't shit, bitch. I knew that was you. Trying to flag me. You ain't gonna flag me, you stupid bitch. And nor are you gonna try to pack me up on my goddamn platform. I run this shit. Hit the like button. Hit the like button for you, bitch. But let me get back to you, Molly. So Molly, Neve. I mean, I don't know what surgery or how far Neve is in their transition, fully transition, but that voice, I mean, if you can get past that voice, then I guess. But very clockable. That voice is very clockable. And we can talk about the other elements of the exterior as well, but it always very telling when these bitches, these down low yags want to gravitate to these non-melanated gender benders. But it was very telling, but it's just indicative of Father telling how Lemon is and what he is. So take it for what it's worth. What do you think about it, Molly? Lemon don't give a F about Sharika. He regrets not exploiting her more for that part, Molly. That part. Lemon used you too. And Lolo. Yeah, Lemon used all of us. I love you though, Deb. You sit up there and allowed ODS and them to talk about me and my fucking roaches and my goddamn truth, bitch. Fuck you, fucking Dusty J, with your dusty stupid ass over there. Your stupid ass jerking off behind the fucking T-Mobile on the public highway, fucking predatory ass bitch. Shut the fuck up. Mitra, you got your drink too? What you drinking, boo boo? Y'all, so I can't wait till I can't, y'all know my big back behind. I wanted me some I had a taste for some macaroni salad. So I made tuna macaroni salad and I added me some skimps. But y'all, I'm so pissed off. I love my the glassware, but I kind of be paranoid. Did y'all ever see them videos, Pyrex, whatever, of the people where their Pyrex cracked? I am like freaking paranoid because that did happen to me one time. Because apparently Pyrex sold their name to like other companies, once again different brand names. That's why you have to get into it. So they sold their names, so the Pyrex of the old, which were never supposed to break, that had like the scientific anti-break, they're no more. But there's also another brand called Anchor. But long story short, I had my skimps sitting in the refrigerator, cooling down while I was making the rest of my salad, and the shit fell. And if you ever had them glass ware, that shit cracked a million goddamn pieces on my goddamn floor. I am so fucking mad. I cleaned it up as best as I can, but y'all all know, anytime glass breaks like that in little pieces, you're gonna be finding that shit for months to come. So I'm just gonna I just can't step in my kitchen barefooted no more, because there's probably a little piece of glass somewhere. I tried to uh get up underneath the kitchen and the oven as best as I could, but oh my fucking god, I was so fucking pissed off. And then my greedy ass had a moment of trying to pick the shrimp up and do it, but there was too many little pieces. I couldn't even risk picking the shrimp up, so I had to just start all over again. I was so pissed off. But either way, my skimps is in the goddamn refrigerator chilling, and y'all know when you make that salad, it just tastes better the more it chills, and all the stuff just soaks up, the mayo, the mustard, I had a little, I didn't put no, I'm addicted to shallots right now. So but shallots are stronger than onions. So I put a little shallots, and I don't like sweet stuff. So I ordered my what is the New Orleans thing? Not Bluebell. Anyway, I ordered my New Orleans mayo came in. Also, I re-upped on my grits, my Dandy's grits. Oh, shout out to y'all, my LOL ready and stuff. The ones that want me to get a PO box, that want to mail me stuff. I love y'all for real. I'm considering it. I have to see about getting my paperwork, because I know Shakim got one and Ness got one. I don't know if I need to do an LLC or what. But for my job, I got to get approval for all that shit, but I'm gonna figure it out. But I appreciate just the love. I appreciate the cooking view, from all of that. So what y'all saying? Who back here? Oh, is this really her? Hold on.
Hello.
Hi, my dear sister. How you doing?
I'm doing fine. How are you, lovely?
I'm well. How can I help you?
I was just coming up here to make sure I clarify one thing about D. Durrell's charges.
Please do.
Okay. For counts 1 through 5, healthcare fraud, counts 6 through 9, aggravated identity theft. Those are the
Identity
2 charges.
theft?
Aggravated.
Oh, I gotta research. So, because Shakim and them trying to say it's not Pacer. Now, I ended up getting a Pacer account, and the
Mm-hmm.
problem is a lot of these cheap bastards, they charge 10 cents a page. So that's the reason why a lot of these people ain't going to show the paperwork that you got, but I think there is some type of delay, because when I tried to click on it, it didn't, but it's definitely in Pacer. It's definitely federal. That's why I had to clarify. I was like
Right.
Shakim and them. I tried to do a general search and stuff. It wasn't there. I had to literally go to the Pacer government website and put it in
Right.
there, and it's definitely there. But then somehow it's weird when you can't fully see it, but the case is there, so it lets me know it's a legitimate case. But oh
Well,
my god,
okay.
aggravated,
Like,
I can't
I,
believe it.
yeah, but I did put a retainer in. I have an attorney who's going to be helping me access the case.
Ooh,
He's in
really?
contact with the district attorney, or I'm sorry, the federal prosecutor, I should say,
Well,
because
keep me posted.
he's had such a wide impact on many people since 2017, 18, the things that he did. He
Yeah,
harassed people, and we are positive he used that money that he stole to pay people to do all this
yeah.
dirty work. And I was among one of the main ones he targeted for years.
What?
Yep. He did not like the fact that I was addressing Umar Johnson's fraud because Umar Johnson says he's a therapist and was giving very dangerous information. So I was
Mm-hmm.
exposing that along with Rev G and other people. And Umar Johnson got mad at us and started going after us by name. And I guess they got jealous or mad that Umar never mentioned their name. D. Jarrell gave Umar Johnson something like $10,000,
Ooh.
and Umar Johnson never mentioned his name.
Wow.
So they were
And
attacking.
he traveled, he would like literally travel to where Umar is speaking. I've
Yes,
seen that.
yes. He's only seen Umar only spoke to him one time. He just kept giving Umar money, kept giving it, giving it, giving it, and attacking us, hoping that would curry favor with Umar. Umar appreciated it, but he did not shout out D. Durrell at all. And then D. Durrell finally got mad and fed up because Umar did not acknowledge him. But he was attacking us, making up, oh my goodness, all these lies about Gerald. It was horrible because he's an LGBTQ ally and they are deeply closeted over there in that Umar
Oh
Johnson
yeah.
sector.
Yeah.
Raging homophobes,
Because I
raging
was trying to
homophobes.
get him to vocalize, because we know what the American Psychiatric Association stands for. So I was trying to get him to vocalize his beliefs, although he's very covert. He's smart enough not to vocalize it because I was trying to get him hemmed up on that, because I know that he is homophobic and that he shouldn't have no authority over patients, with that. But he's very, very tactful with his approach with that.
No,
But
he's not. You talking about D. Durrell?
yeah, I tried to
No,
get
he's
him to
not. He's not.
directly say it.
He's not covert.
Well, do you have proof? Well,
Oh
either way,
yeah,
he's
my
already in
God.
trouble because I was
Oh
trying to
my
get him
God.
to directly do it and he wouldn't.
Okay, let me tell you something, my friend. I filed, we have filed multiple complaints against him because Reg G is a social worker and I'm a
Mm-hmm.
licensed therapist. We could
Mm-hmm.
not tolerate what he was doing. He's using
Right.
the mental health profession as a weapon. I
Mm-hmm.
don't like advertise or work online, okay?
Mm-hmm.
But he was doing this. So we have filed complaints. Gerald managed to get him removed from it's called Open Panel. They're
Mm-hmm.
LGBTQII focused
Mm.
agency that provides therapy, and he was
Mm.
making homophobic comments, and they removed him from the panel.
Wow.
And then I filed several complaints against him. The most recent one, he was tagged for homophobic language, sexual harassment. So I have actual documents from boards that he, like the American Cancer Association, he was
Mm-hmm.
removed from that association because of his uh, sexual orientation, bashing, sexual harassment, and some other things. He was
Mm.
removed.
Wow. I didn't
He
know that.
constantly misgenders people, constantly.
Yes. Well, he's never directly did that to me, and that's the reason why I was like, this boy is very, very crafty. But I know the undertones of that,
I, I hate to
with
I
that.
hate to inform you. I'm sorry to inform you that he did vilify you. I'm
Did he?
sorry.
I mean,
He did.
that's not be that's expected. I've just never heard it, but I don't watch him too much because it takes too much. But I already know what his spirit. I already know what his spirit is, and that he has imposter syndrome, and that he has deeper issues,
Yes,
and it's a problem that a black man could reach his status, and that's not good enough for him.
it's not. But I won't repeat what he said, but apparently he went to your panel or went to your panel, your chat, and I guess you may have made some criticism of him.
Mhm. Yeah.
And then
Mhm.
he came back and started misgendering.
Oh, well, that's a reflection on him. See, I can't watch everything, but yeah, I definitely have because my spirit has been on him from day one.
Hmm.
Since he came over there flashing the money. See, I wasn't impressed with that. But my thing is, what made him kick Shakim out of this good guys thing?
I wouldn't say it was kicked. He and I'm not even supposed to talk about Flacco because I had to get the FBI on him.
Oh
He
God,
uh,
Flacco. Oh,
yeah, he threatened to sexually torture and rape me, and the FBI had to go
what?
and get in his face. Yeah, they were threatening to murk me and everything. Oh
Oh,
yeah, it was horrible. Um, they got into a fight. It was that guy and I call Shakim Fold Up Body, Fub. Okay. They got into a fight and he picked the other guy.
Mm. Oh,
Actually, yeah, yeah,
Well, Shakim is in
yeah,
love with Flacco, or
right.
was in love with him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I've never had any, just so you know, when you hear the vast majority of these subjects talking about me, keep in mind the overwhelming majority I have never even spoken to.
Mm.
I avoided talking to them because they were so horrendously abusive. When someone's horrendously abusive, like I see it, I don't like
Mm-hmm.
to interact with them. And they were targeting me. I didn't even know who they were. So
Mm.
for like almost 4 years, I didn't communicate with hardly any of them.
Yeah, and that's why, you know what, I know you're telling the truth, because even now that you're becoming more vocal, and I guess this is a part of you fighting back, they
Hmm.
can't take that. And
Nope, they
oh,
can't.
she said she would never be on panels. Well, what choice does she have at this point?
Listen, they try to control me. They act like the worst ex-boyfriend I ever had. Just try to
Mm-hmm.
control every move that you make. Photon is all mad because we spoke to Lemon. I don't know Lemon like you guys know him. It would not be
No.
fair for me to listen to it. Like if someone says something bad about you, I'll get defensive because I have positive interaction with you.
Right.
I don't have any negative interaction with
But if
you.
you have a
So
message to get out, it doesn't matter. Even if
right.
Lemon has a bigger platform.
But Lemon, I feel this is my opinion. When Lemon was over on Smoke's panel for almost 6 hours, I think he needed to unwind. That's how I
Mm-hmm.
felt. That's my perception. And he had a lot of
Well, it's
questions.
layered, but yeah.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, possibly. Kip was a little tired because
Oh,
he's,
I can't
it's a truck
stand Kip. I
driver.
had to block him. Kip
Oh
is an
no,
undercover. He's an undercover homosexual,
no, he's
and he's
not.
another one. Yes, he is.
No,
Hmm.
no,
Yeah, 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 yeah. Well, you could
he's a
disagree.
good-hearted
No, he's
person.
not. No, he's
He has
not.
a good heart.
Well, why
Yeah,
did
he
he give
does.
all that
He
money to
does.
Shakim?
Okay, that's okay. I could say more about that. In fact,
Okay, I
in
respect your
fact,
choice not to.
I could. The reason why I'm saying that, I know that Kip is going to talk about it.
Well, Kip
He's
needs to.
gonna.
It's been all the time because I called Shakim out because I didn't like that lie that Shakim tried to put out that him and Kip did something where we know that they never even met. I called him out on that.
Okay, Kip is a
'Cause-
lot. Me and Kip are alike in that when people start going rapid fire with all of this stuff about you, you can't possibly jump up and start batting it down because it just fuels them. It further
Mhm,
fuels them. He was going to present some receipts last night
mhm,
on Photon's channel. He has receipts showing some receipts because he decided it's time for me to speak. However, Photon was so upset about Lemon, he was just in a frenzy that he was just on the in the attack mode. Photon was. It was just haranguing Kip, haranguing Smoke, attacking me because we were engaging Lemon.
is
So
that why he admonished you?
okay, I told him to unmod me several times because what they love to make a big deal out of because I've never given them access to me. The only
Mhm,
thing they can say is a mod stick. I don't care about a mod stick. The those who I don't interact with come over to his channel and they started harassing me. And so I
mm,
started to delete their comments. I don't put up with harassment. I'm not the topic of the conversation. Do not come to talk to me. I don't even talk to you. Don't make comments about me. I'm not the focus. So I would delete their comments and time them out.
mhm.
Stop making me the focus. I'm not the focus of this conversation. So they got upset and went up to his panel. And I've already told Photon, unmod me anytime. Kip has told him, unmod me anytime. Stargate feels the same way. So I said that to him. It's not going to bother me if you demod me. You are dying on a coward's hill. Okay. You succumb to pressure because I don't want to interact with these subjects. You can't force me to talk to them. Why would I talk to people who supported my murking and essaying for
Mm.
years? I don't want to talk to people like that. Quit trying to put me on a panel with them. I don't have to answer their questions. Okay. So I was deleting their comments and they were crying about it.
Mm.
Like if I came here to your chat and I saw somebody in your chat that I don't get along with, is it okay for me to start spamming the chat with comments about them?
No.
Yeah, that's what they do. Because
Oh, wow.
I don't go to many spaces and they get very resentful. But the vast majority of their live streams are talking about me, Rev G, keeping it plain, smoke, Stargate, or breaking the culture. The six people. Constant. I don't react to them. I don't respond to them. So they call me all these names. Call me names. But
Mm.
when I'm in a chat and there's a live stream, do not come over there talking to me. I'm not your friend. We don't interact. Ignore me. I don't
Right.
say anything to them. So they are the
Mhm.
ones who disrespect the host. That's to me, that's disrespectful to the host.
Indeed.
Trying to
It
force the
is.
host to do so again, it's not a big deal. They want it to be a big deal, but Photon is primarily angry because of Lemon.
So he doesn't
That's
like
why
lemon?
he was up. Okay, I don't know how it is in the beef sector, but in the Umar Johnson sector, I'm not even actually in the sector. I started first with all my content with Umar. I ended up gutting that channel because they were ripping me off. I got sick of that. Okay, so I started on my own first. They built around me. So they called it the Umar Johnson sector. I just rock with the few people there. They are the ones who cannot handle if you go talk to someone else. They are extremely possessive. I don't know how the beef sector is.
Mm-hmm.
They're
They're
very they get
possessive.
are they possessive?
Mm-hmm.
Extremely. It's not reasonable. They
Mm.
don't want you going to this space. He kept asking, why are you guys going over to his page? Why were you guys talking to him? What is the reason we have to answer why we're talking to somebody?
Right. Photon, I don't know. Photon's a hard read. Now
He
I
was
gotta
very
get
angry.
well, he'll get over, but I have to know, I have to tie this back to my thing. Now, do you have any advice? Have you been following this Stefan? And I think I've reached out to you before. You said you didn't have
Hmm.
anything
I
because
didn't say that. I didn't say I didn't have anything.
well,
I have
you
a lot
didn't
of
give
things.
well what
I
so
did.
what do you think about present day of what he's displaying currently?
That's Stefan. Stefan came
Mm-hmm.
into the Umar Johnson sector
Mm-hmm.
with a picture of an ANUZ. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying?
And anus for those that
Yes. Well,
can't
I don't know if what everybody has the
go ahead.
sensitivities about
I'm
this
not
channel. Okay.
I'm not monetized, so go on, honey.
Okay. And said it was I'm sorry, Lennon Honor. You know Lennon Honor?
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
The guy
Oh,
that
he's
does
a
the Umar
very
Johnson.
handsome man.
And by the way, the overwhelming majority of my materials I gave to Lennon and King Kong Crazy, but that's okay. But Lennon was in the same position I was in. He was under attack. He was one of the people under attack because Umar Johnson mentioned his name, along with Rev G and some others. And so they had to try to take him down because he was getting money, and Umar Johnson mentioned him. So here comes Stephen Catano saying he has a picture of Lennon's ANUZ and
Mm.
started passing it around. They just made up stories that he's on the
Mm-hmm.
DL and he has gay lovers. They did the same thing to Rev G, and it was like a firestorm. So they're passing this picture around. They have a porn, like a short porn video saying it was him. That's how he came into the sector.
Mm.
He
Now,
continuously
did
harassed.
Poetic Flacco send him? Because that's what he alleges that he was working with
No,
him.
no, he came. He found his way over to the sector and wanted to find a way to get in, and he did that on his own.
Mm. Now,
So
what
his
about
yeah.
they
Go
try
ahead.
to say, I'm sorry, they try to
No.
say him and Shakim had a past. And the reason why Stefan got mad at me is because when they started coming over to the area, Binary and Shakim followed, um,
Hmm.
and Lemon was the catalyst because I guess they came with P from another girl,
Hmm.
baby mama
Hmm.
Brina, and then Shakim
Right.
just followed and came through. But long story short, when that
Hmm.
happened, Stefan got jealous and Stefan was lying on Shakim and saying he owed him money. Well, at the time, I was a defender of Shakim because they were trying to get Shakim to drag me because the Umar sector was homophobic, you know.
Right.
And even as
Mm-hmm.
much as binary Asian Little, I call him, tries to act as an ally, he's
He's
not.
not.
No, he's not. I know.
Nope.
Um, if you could tell anything about me, my discernment is very keen. So I don't have to have the
Mm-hmm.
facts. All that comes afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
But when I have that initial feeling, it is what it is. But either way, I can hone in on that. But long story short, they were trying to get Shakim to drag me. He never did. So I became a supporter. So I started pressing I was interested because I heard about Stephen because they said he was delivered. Me coming from the Pentecostal Apostolic Church, we were taught about deliverance, all that stuff. So when I heard he was a
Mm-hmm.
former homosexual, I wanted to know about that. Once we started asking him about that, he couldn't really tell us the process, and now it basically was like, oh, it was just like some type of counseling. Like it was just total BS. To make a long story short, but I also was pressing him about this money, and then come to find out he kept changing the story. He went through all these several
Mm-hmm.
iterations. Then finally, it was like, oh, he owes me $20 for not doing content. Now he did all this stuff, and then ever since, I guess because I called him out, and because I
Mm-hmm.
was also being accepted for who and what I am, that
Mm-hmm.
enraged him some point. I don't know, but then he started wanting to come after me and clout chase off of me. And now he's doing it to Ness, which I'll talk later, which why I don't feel bad for her. But going back to his past behaviors of lying on Lennon Honor, he says now that, oh, Lennon Honor is a terrible person. He's a deadbeat father, and he justifies his actions on lying on a heterosexual man. What do you think
Right.
about that?
That's what their MO is. They're extremely closeted and raging homophobes at the same time. And I don't like
Hmm.
to what do you call it? Dig into somebody's process of however they address their sexual orientation in the process. But aside from that,
Oh, but
the
we
whole
have to.
okay,
But I'll
but it's
talk about it.
okay
But
on a personal level. No, I'm saying
hmm.
on him personally, but I'll make a global statement
Hmm.
that applies to the entire Umar Johnson sector, or almost. A lot of the men are deeply closeted, and
Hmm.
any scenario that they bring up is going to be about um, same sex conflicts, same
Hmm.
sex storylines, same sex conquering,
Hmm.
and they tend to target heterosexual men. They tend to target heterosexual men, but Stefan
Heterosexual presenting men. Let's make
presenting,
that
yes,
distinction.
you're right about that.
Well, what about
However,
Photon? Because
is a
Photon's
flip.
one of the main ones, and you're a supporter of him.
It's a flip. There, Stefan is a flip flopper, not to be trusted, just like Shakim's not to be trusted.
Not at all.
You be very careful. Okay,
Very.
so as far as
Uh huh.
let me tell you about him. He went over to Conscious TV. You know Conscious TV's channel?
Mm hmm. Mm hmm.
They were
He
having a
came from the
discussion.
beef sector. Did you know that?
I heard that.
Uh huh.
Yeah. Okay, so they were having a discussion. At first, it started out with Umar Johnson sector stuff. Then it dovetailed into, I don't know exactly what they were talking about, but people were going into their preferences in a mate. And Photon, he was very open. He said that he prefers masculine women.
Mm.
Okay, only an insecure person would automatically think you are attracted to trans people. But if you are, fine. Okay,
Mm hmm.
there are men that like women who are masculine. Alex Rodriguez is one of them. Okay,
Mm hmm.
but don't he automatically got on the defensive when they started to tease him rather than doubling down and saying this is what I'm attracted to and not giving a damn about whether somebody thinks you're attracted to trans women. Who the hell
Mm hmm.
cares? That's
Right.
your preference. So he really got very defensive, got nervous, really had a bad reaction to them teasing him about it. So he, to me, is like, okay, what are you so worried about? Why are you so worried? So I think
It's
maybe
very
that was the reason
telling.
why. Yeah,
His
maybe
slit
that
was
was,
showing.
yes, maybe the reason why he didn't acknowledge you is because he was worried about what other people thought.
Well,
And he
he has
tends
in the
to,
past.
oh, yeah, but now it's a sensitive time.
But I'm beef sector royalty, so if I click your chat, you should be honored that I even dropped
But
down.
if he had a reaction to people teasing him about saying he likes women who are masculine, that's
Mm,
Something to think
he needs
about.
to work. He needs to work on that. I'm not going to give him a slip. He needs to work
Right.
on that, and he's about spiritual improvement and things. He needs to work on that
Oh, I challenge him
because
all the time. Yeah, because
hmm
he definitely caves to the pressure.
very
But
very talented.
last night he was mainly angry about Lemon.
hmm Which it
But
shouldn't be
he's
because Lemon's a ain't shit bitch, and just because he get numbers don't mean nothing.
you just gave me two examples of jealousy. Stefan got jealous.
Mm,
That means the jealousy is virulent.
mm-hmm.
Virulent. They really feel they have ownership, little ownership of us.
Mm.
I mean, it took Stargate a while before she would be in tears every day because it would be writing her, telling
Really?
her what to do, telling her what to do. You can't go here. You can't do this. You can't do. And she would just break down. But then she decided to switch her insides to her out, right?
I
And
love
have that.
her.
I love Stargate too, but no, it's they're deeply closeted. They're raging homophobes. Reg G was attacked because he's an open LGBTQI plus ally. They
Mm-hmm.
can't. They just were terrified. They attacked him left and right about his sexuality. How are you attacking him for his sexuality?
All right.
Their main conversation is about male body parts and male sex acts.
You're right.
You know,
Oh,
that's their main focus. But
it's
no, okay,
so
Stefan
much to
and
unpack.
Shaw Kim are just like each other.
Are they?
Uh, they both lie about everything. And as a matter of fact,
Mm-hmm.
when Stefan was harassing Lennon Honor got hold of the police.
Really?
He called the police on him. The police gave, I probably shouldn't disclose it, gave Lennon Honor some information for his safety about
Really?
him.
Now, Stefan is so sick. Do you know that that's not his real identity, number one. He's falsified this last name and in his
Hmm.
family. I suspect he's under a troll page in my IG account, and he literally, I have the original obituary of somebody that
Hmm.
died years ago. He switched it up, talking about present day, and then he went around telling people that I was looking up his father's information, which is a total lie.
I don't think that's his government name.
No, it's not. Absolutely, it's
Yeah,
not. And
but
he told,
yeah,
Dimples doesn't know my information. Absolutely not, because I've researched. Yeah, that's a real person, but you assume that identity, and he's doing the same thing that D. Durrell is now under charges of identity theft. That's not. Mm-mm.
it could be anything. I think he just hid from the start. But if somebody comes into a space, they're ASS up,
Mm-hmm.
claiming they have a ANUZ picture. Come
Mm-hmm.
on, what are you going
The
to trust after that?
Oh, can't. But I don't know. Well, I'm gonna let you go. I thank you so much
Okay.
for coming up here. I gotta get back to
Yes.
the mess of my audience, but I appreciate your work. You are doing the Lord's work. Don't let anyone try to
And
deter
thank you
you.
for letting me. Yes. Okay.
And if I
Thank you for
can
letting
help
me
you in
up.
any way, let me know. Okay, my
You
love.
know I will. And thank you everybody for having me up. You take
Thank
care.
y'all.
Okay. Bye
Sorry,
bye.
y'all. I gotta get. But be well, honey.
Okay. Bye bye.
Bye. Let me see what y'all saying in these comments, honey. Baby Goosey, yes, they said he did a Roku remote. You know that. Now, from what I saw with Roku, he got a little dick. You can see a little carrot dick now. He might got some girth to it, but it's a little dick. Okay. Let me see what y'all say. I'm sorry, I had to get down to the mess, honey. We're gonna tie. I'm gonna get right back into it. Yeah, Lemon and SD have a lot in common. Ooh, baby. Now, ain't nobody sent me that SD video of him ooking a boy. Now, SD is another person that's ugly as sin, but I wonder if he got a big dick. Like I said, I saw the Issing video where he was issing the bed. I didn't see no dick print, but baby, them little skinny short dudes will surprise you, honey. And then, did y'all see that SD was on the same panel? Well, I guess Brandon 88's baby daddy, who he's been caught up to with messing with punks too, on there. So I'm like, these two down low yags on the panel grilling each other. It was just sick. I can't. I can't. Up my type of girl, honey, but I don't have no water, honey. Mm-mm. I'm sending you some oral condoms. No, Goosey, I don't want no oral condoms. I want to feel the real thing. I fucking wish I gave Dr. Umar 10 cents. Hey, my uppity baby. I know you multitasking, or you would have been on this link, my baby. I love you, honey. Damn, Molly, walk away for 5 minutes and you already put in time. Who put Molly in timeout? Who is touching my Molly? Leave Molly alone. Wait, Flacco is the one that's on No Jumper podcast, Goosey. Goosey, were you the one? Were you not here when Flacco hit Lemon's link, inviting him to No Jumper podcast? But he was just doing that. Yes, poetic Flacco, Goosey. Mm-hmm. Oh, stop it, Rainy. All right, come back, y'all. Come back, come back. Yes, Kip is undercover. Goosey Flacco ever told for if he wanted to be a get. Yes, he did, Molly. Over and Lemon and Lemon never followed, but he was just doing that. But y'all know Lemon ain't gonna be cammed up, baby. So did y'all see Lemon cammed up over there? At Russell's panel. Now, Lemon has mastered. Now, one thing I told about Lemon, I love his lips. He got some nice, juicy lips, honey. But Lemon has mastered to cover up his lips, to cover up them side missing teeth, baby. It was just so funny. But that I am really concerned. Bree showed the live, and that eye literally was like, y'all know them dolls, them. I don't know if they still make them dolls back in the day. My little brother was scared of them dolls. I used to torture him. But my brother could not stand them winking eye dolls. You know them dolls, they just wink, wink. You could shake them and they would move. But baby, when Lemon leaned back, that eye literally went to sleep. He got like, now I want y'all to stop talking about it's a astigmatism. I have an astigmatism. Astigmatism only means that you do not see well at night. That you basically, it looks like light, like these bright lights are in there. I got LASIK. And even before I got LASIK, I had contacts, and I would have to get special lenses, toric lenses, to correct my astigmatism. Even with that, my glasses would be thicker because of the astigmatism. Even when I got LASIK, the doctor was like, "Oh, yours is bad. I'll try to correct it as best as possible." When I drive at night, I have to be really, really focused, especially if there's traffic lights, because it looks like there. Let's say you woke up out of your sleep and someone's beaming a light in you. That's what you're seeing with these traffic lights and stuff. Like, it's like multiple things, so you have to literally focus as best as possible. That's what astigmatism is. It has nothing to do with your eye nerve. Something's wrong with Lemon's eye nerve, but then we saw it before where that eye was extra moist and like leaky, so something's definitely wrong with his eye. But if y'all ever remember the movie with Ray Charles and stuff, when his mom was training him with blind and stuff, the eye would start leaking and doing things. And if you ever saw a blind person, if the eye is still there or whatever, it will have some discharge or something. So there's definitely something wrong with Lemon's eye. I don't know if he's legally blind. PLP, hold me down. But we would appreciate if Lemon just told the truth. Like, stop that goddamn lying. There's clearly something wrong with that eye. Like, I don't know why he's trying to lie about it. No, he isn't an ally. And baby, Lady Whistledown, what told me, when if y'all ever heard binary Asian Little tell a sexual story, the way that that man can be so sexual, and talking about, oh, that's just the way my mind works. It is just so fucking sick and demented. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Mm. Childish. Stop it. I like anti-Afro Singali. Stop it. I'm trying to get down to the bottom. Skinny short dudes we have not. Baby, yes they do. Uppity. Baby, that would have been total comedy, but he wasn't gonna be seen. And nor was he gonna invite him. He was just doing that. I appreciate. Thank you again for hitting the link, anti-Afro. He is a freaky creep. that part over there trying to analyze people. And let's get into Asian Little real quick before I get in there. Let me get into him because he did this whole week of content this week. For some reason, he was off this week. I don't know if he goes to one of them year-round schools or what, but he had time this week. I don't know what he does, but I think although he's still listed on that school's website, I think he's working on like a special project because I heard him mention like after the year's over, he has to find something else. So he must have finessed a grant or something to do what he's doing. And I hopefully he's being up and up with his money and being integral because he is making plans with moving into another place out of Mei Ling's family's house because that house that he's living in now, the hood, because he's had foreclosures is Mei Ling's family's house. But I don't know if they're evicting him, but he claims he's moving out of the hood and moving into some other place for the property. So hopefully he's doing that. But one thing that stood out to me with Asian Little, because Asian Little can literally talk and just talk about nonsense, but he talked about when he like finished his commentary and he dropped the link finally for people to come up and he was like, oh, I'll just talk by myself because I have to be live for at least 3 hours. And that stood out to me like, why do you have to be live for a minimum of 3 hours? Like, does he have a personal quota that's going on? I just thought that was weird. But we see the same thing with Mumbles. She stays live, and that bitch can literally just talk about absolutely nothing and regurgitate. That's another repeating as bitch, the same thing. And then she bounces off the chat very, very well. But it's just like so fake. The chat could say, "Oh yeah, a cat's running down the road. Oh yeah, the cat's running down the road. I saw that." Like she's just a stupid ass bitch. So I don't know, but that stood out. But one thing that stood out to me is that as he was doing these analysis of people, he did it on Jay Dunn. People like I couldn't watch it, but apparently it didn't sit too well with Jake Diddy of the analysis that he had, and that's why she aired out the messages that they had. But it was really made her like, oh, that bitch just don't know how to read the fucking room. That's why I know she can't. That's why she'll never be a successful script writer or be in anybody's room as a script person for anybody that's popular because she doesn't know how to connect with the average human. What she thinks is funny, what she thinks is something interesting, it just doesn't resonate with the average person. Like she definitely has some type of personality disorder. No, I'm not a professional in binary. You're binary. Your thing is in special education, like educational leadership, and you fucking specialize in confined situations. You mean to tell me now, y'all, as many times as binary repeats himself over and over again, I cannot. Can you imagine having to subject your special needs child to a bitch like that? Could you? That bitch is just on repeat, repeat, repeat. And I know that he says that if you have to say it 3 times, but you should emphasize things that really need to be understood. It doesn't have to be every goddamn sentence. Absolutely not. But one thing that kills me is that he wants to call himself a troll, and I don't agree with people calling themselves a troll. I think it's a cop out. I think it's a cop out, and I think it is something that where people want to sit up there and try to shield their shade, and they want to use it as a defense mechanism. And then the one thing about him is that he says he gets he gets angry when he's questioned. He doesn't want to explain himself or his actions. When a real troll, the essence of them is that they love attention. The troll loves to target people with less power and influence, all the while they're revealing their insecurities and biases rather than wit. Then their humor, it just mirrors and tells what their prejudices are and their biases. Their jokes are always framed around what they truly believe, and then they want to hide underneath sarcasm. It's bullshit. They crave control and not laughter. That's the reason why Mei Ling can't even have a job. That's his wife. Why Mei Ling can't even work outside of the house, because he wants to be controlling, but he wants to use it. Oh, I'm trolling, and at least give him credit. He will say, "Oh, he hates being questioned," but we even know the real essence of why you hate being questioned. He doesn't troll with awareness. His trolling lacks accountability and is masked in toxicity. And he tries to dress it up as cleverness. Asian Little is an ain't shit, insecure bitch with daddy issues. Address the root of your daddy issues, and that is about 50% of all those character flaws that you display, Asian Little. Continue to reveal yourself and continue to expose yourself and that fake trolling ass energy to your own self. Be true, Asian Little. Vodka and cranberry, boo. Vodka and cranberry. Now that's Asian Little. Now let's get on to talentless. Okay, talentless. Talent is another person that wants to act like they're a troll and wants to cause discord and havoc around these streets. But one thing I found very funny, talent, is when Nez was getting blessed and they was making it rain down on her. Shout out to Barbara Warren, uppity sponsor. Now I had to block Barbara personally because Barbara wanted to sit up there and try to act like I was obsessed over Shakim. No, bitch. I'm not obsessed over Shakim. Shakim is obsessed over me. Why is Shakim trying to air me out to some I was leaking his members only shit when Jay Dunn is the one that fucking announced that Cosmic Girl was coming out? He didn't have no heat, but he want to talk about me, about his reckless ass having almost exceeding the amount of social security cards you can get in a fucking lifetime, which was news to a whole lot of us. Whoever knew that you could exceed the fucking limit of a social security card you got? But that's how unstable that dumb bitch is. To freaking lose your fucking identity number, your access to get out this fucking country. Stupid ass bitch. Reckless ass bitch. But you want to get mad at me. But ain't get mad at Jake Diddy for exposing that. And same thing with Ness. Ness giving a pass for you exposing that. But had that been anybody else, she would have done had a whole aneurysm. But talent, see, he's playing with fire. See, one thing about Crunchy Panties, that's Sassy, his ex. She did say that if she was talking to him still, see, they're not on good terms no more. And I wonder why. At one point, they quietly went their separate ways and did it. And now, Sassy, you could tell that Sassy don't even want to say hi to him. He still wants to save face, but she don't even want to say hi to him. And they won't talk about what went wrong. But another thing is that they won't talk about even how they met because they're two trolls, you know? So how did y'all even begin to meet and exchange information? Now, Sassy claims she has a back chat. So who even knows that? Does she initiate contact? To me, I wouldn't even know how to contact Talent. And Talent's so pussified that he won't even send no cash app or nothing. He'll send a little super chat, but we never exceeded. We never seen him exceed anything. And he talked about Ness and how happy he was, but he didn't contribute at all to the raining of blessings for that ain't shit bitch. But one thing about Talent that he said And she's doing it in this little cat and mouse game he's trying to play with us, where he wants to be seen and associated, but he wants to have it in a controlled environment. Because Vegas, now, mind you, before he went to Vegas, he was supposed to host a suite and a send off party for Cruisecation for Jay Wilson. Let me have a sip. And at that time, me and Talent was okay at that point. I was actually thinking about going to Miami and doing that. Now I can't be confined spaces with bitches like that from the YouTube that I don't really know like that. See, if you go on a cruise, make sure you go with people that you know or you like, because at a certain point when you get out too far, you are surrounded by nothing but water. Talent, come back later. I'm talking about you, not to you. Come back later, Talent, because I'm about to drag you. So Talentless was supposed to have this party, but he didn't show up for that. And because he didn't show up and he was supposed to have a suite and we was all supposed to do this big old send-off party, and he didn't show up. And because of that, Jay Wilson and the Rider Lives, they were reduced to having red Solo cups and liquor down at the Springfield Suites, sponsored by Wolverine. Uh-huh. Did anybody remember that? Anybody remember that? And then when Talent was bragging about taking them to a meal and a steakhouse and all this shit, now Talent, I'm with you. I wouldn't have took them raggedy bitches nowhere. Absolutely not. Ness in that bad fashions and them spacers in her goddamn dreadlock head. I wouldn't took them. Lemon wearing that fucking bucket Fisher hat and them goddamn Moon Man glasses. And Intrinsic with her cheap shoe wearing ass having bloody feet. Well, she wasn't even fucking improved, but you still did your part and took them to a nice speakeasy, which was still too much for them ain't shit bitches. Too much. They would have been happy eating a burger at In-N-Out. Absolutely. Or White Castle. I love me some White Castle. Shout out. Jersey. Shout out to Vic Damone. He was a manager there. You could have took them to the Taco Bell cantina, and they could have all got some slushies. They would have been happy with that. But you want to floss on some ain't shit bitches and feed them caviar and some expensive champagne, a $300 bottle of champagne. But that only lasted 10 minutes. They had to cover your bases for you to pop up out of there with your light, bright, slinky, slender man looking ass. But now you want to do this all over again and go to Seattle. That's what you claim. Now you ain't really listed who you want to meet and not, but Sassy done said she would suggest you didn't, because now people are really vying for you and ready for you. So I don't know if you're gonna be able to control the atmosphere like you were able to um in Vegas. But yeah, I think you're a betting man. I think you're a man that likes a little challenge, so we'll see how that goes for you, boo boo. But one thing that was very telling with you, talentless, talent troll, no troll, is that you admitted to being a narcissist. Now, I was quite impressed that you admitted that you are a narcissist. Now, I've had my share of narcissism. Everyone has some form of narcissistic traits. But the core of being a narcissist is really feeling and having feelings toward other people. And one of my exes, the bitch that y'all want to drag me about for dropping that 10K, that jailbird bitch that I dealt with. And one thing I thought about in researching is the intimacy or the lack thereof or intercourse with a narcissist. Has anybody encountered a narcissist? I'm raising my hand. I know y'all can't see me. Has anyone ever had sex with a narcissist? I'll give y'all a minute to answer. Let me see what y'all talking about. Y'all still with me? Shout out to all y'all that are watching. Talentless is a goofy, a big goofy. Say that again. So sassy. That's why they couldn't make it. Oh, Miss Michelle, just wait till I get to it, baby. We will make sure all phones and tables are on. Baby. I hope you have a good costume, talent. I hope you have a good costume. And hey, anybody I missed out. Uppity is sending her love. She is multitasking. She's probably taking care of Nyla and cooking and doing whatever she got to do. You got me wanting some steak and potato. Baby! She's Uppity last night because I went to Texas Roadhouse because I had a coupon for a buy one, get one free. And I went to Texas Roadhouse maybe Thursday, but I didn't finish eating it. I love Texas Roadhouse chicken tenders. So I actually got a sirloin, which my favorite cut is filet mignon. That's my favorite. Second to that is a ribeye or prime rib. Um, but I love that. But anyway, I got a combo of that for and I ate that and had some rolls, but I had a piece of prime rib. Now they got me because I must have got an end cap because I got it medium so I could cook it, but that end cap, it must have been the first cut of the day because that they got me. They got they put the pink side up all proper, but the other part you could tell was clearly an end cap. But whatever. I cooked that yesterday and I forgot I had some mushrooms with it. I'm so pissed off I didn't have the mushrooms with it. And I think I got a piece of filet mignon still left in my freezer. Because what I do, y'all know I love Costco. So when Costco got a good deal, my price point for filet mignon is $19 to $25. But if I can get it for like $19 a pound, that's a good deal. But anyway, when I find it, I'll and I actually have a vacuum sealer food thing, but y'all, the bitch, y'all, I know official Dusty, he want to drag me for my roaches in my apartment. But y'all, I have a serious problem with shopping. When my friends come over here, I love to shop, and especially when I shop at box stores. I love to shop. So I have like all these like cabinet area things full of shit. Like you could literally come in my house and be in a fucking grocery store because I always am buying in bulk, whatever. Even my freezers, like I'm forcing myself to eat what's in my freezer and not go buy no more because Thanksgiving is coming up. Thanksgiving is coming up. Unlike y'all bitches, my family loves my cooking. They love my sweet potato pies. They love my greens. My candy. My family just loves my cooking because I'm the one that cooks the closest to my grandmother. And my grandmother don't cook that much anymore, but I cook the closest, and my grandmother cooks the closest to her mother, who is now gone. So all my cousins, my great cousins, stuff, they all want me to cook, and I love to cook, but I have to be in the mood to cook, if that makes sense. Um, because I believe in the spiritual. If I'm not in a good mood, if I'm not listening to my praise music, my gospel and stuff, my food ain't gonna turn out good. So I got to be in a good worship mood to cook, and that's literally how I cook. I'm talking to God, I'm cooking and doing all that type of stuff. But anyway, I buy a lot of shit. So ODS to my she had to clean out her cabinets. I never had bitch because I buy a lot of fucking shit because I always have to prepare for what if or if someone needs shit or whatever. I just like to shop. I don't know. I have a fucking problem. But what the fuck was I talking about, y'all? Mm. This ADHD is a bitch or whatever the fuck I got. I don't know. Anyway, let me get back to my comments. Maybe y'all get me back. Oh, so y'all, so I had my prime rib. Y'all know a bitch loves her some lobster tails. I always keep me a case of lobster tails in there. So I took out two lobster tails and I had that. I had my prime rib and I made me some homemade mashed potatoes And if y'all, the trick is y'all, if you ever get that boursin cheese, that garlic and herb, and also there's like a shallot and onion one that is, oh, I make a stuffed chicken similar to like Roof Chris. Woo, so good. But I put a thing of that boursin cheese in my mashed potatoes with a little bit of chicken stock powder. Woo! My God, my God. And I made me some sauteed spinach with some shallots. Woo! You couldn't tell me I wasn't eating at a five-star steak restaurant yesterday. Oh my God. It was so delicious. So, so delicious. But yes, uppity. Yes, Halloween. Let me get back down to comments. They weaponize sexuality and intimacy. They'll put down first. Oh, Molly, Molly, Molly. How do you know that, Molly? Woo, Molly, you getting all into my notes. Back in the day, we used to go to Morton's Steakhouse and pick your steak out. Oh, Morton is still around. Did they not do that? Oh, Miss Michelle, Jerry and them crab bombs. Woo! And Jerry's is in Bowie. Yeah, it's in Bowie, I think. Because what's that white church that does the plays? Well, it's not. It's a white thing, and they also have a catering thing across the street where like Six Flags is. I would go over there. Ooh, and Jerry's cream of crab soup, Miss Michelle, full of crab meat. Ooh, oh my God, Miss Michelle, oh now I wanted to go to the DMV this weekend because this is my first weekend off in 5 weeks, right? But with this nor'easter, it was raining everywhere. Parts of South Jersey got flooded. Wildwood got flooded. Parts of Atlantic City got flooded. Um, it was terrible, so I wasn't doing it. But I wanted to go there so bad. Is your son a vegetarian? Because that's what my uncle is. He's a strict vegetarian, not a vegan. He don't he down. Let me tell you, my little nieces and nephews. Let me tell. Well, he only got girls. My little nieces. When I at my grandparents' banquet, I'm the type person. I'm the bitch that always got candy. My little bag. I always keep me a little man bag. Y'all know my little man bag. So them kids. No, no, no. I'm a little sweet. And they get mad because I told my little niece whatever. Oh, why you tell her? What the fuck she need to know? But anyway, I keep my little man bag full of candy. So I had some mumbos. Y'all know the little chewy thing. So I gave it to my niece, whatever, to do it. And this bitch looked at the back of the thing and gave it back to me. And I said, what? She said, I can't have that. And I said, what? And then I asked her dad. She said, yeah, they can't have gelatin because I guess gelatin is made from pork or something. And my uncle, he's just weird. He started with that Israelite stuff. He started just not eating no meats, whatever, and just eating fish and seafood. Now he don't do nothing, and he done turned them kids into that. And I looked at that bitch. I said, now they ate the little hard candy. That I had in my bag, but they would not eat the chewy candy, so I just gave it to the other kids. But I said, "What the fuck?" Uh-huh. Get back to the mess you unfocused. Tyler, shut up. I'm gonna drag you in a minute. Let me get back to it. Hello, you ever think about cooking a great meal and then sitting back at the table with candy lots and gossip, nice ambiance? I thought about that, Lola Laura, but my presentation and my plating is not that great. I'm just like a down home cook. You know what I mean? I'm just like um, I don't do all that plating. That's why I could never do them competitions because they be acting like gourmet and shit. And I've worked in four-star restaurants and shit, and I'm not good at that. But let me get back to talent. Molly, you was on it, Molly. Sexual intercourse with a narcissist is very complicated. They are emotionally confusing, and it tends to center around control, ego, and validation rather than true intimacy or connection. At first, and Molly, you hit the nail on the head. Molly, are you a narcissist? How did you know about that? When you deal with a narcissist, that first time that they do it to you, they are going to put it on you. They're going to pull out all the stops. They are going to overperform so you can maintain that connection. Okay? It's going to feel so electrifying. It, it, these narcissists, they're going to aim to impress and seduce. And many times they've already studied our desires and they give us the attention, everything we want. But it's all based in ego gratification. Sassy, is that what talent did to you? Did he put it on you? Did he really pull out the works? Made that body shake, 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 shake. But then after that, over time, their self-centered nature, they just tend to dominate. They end up focusing more on their pleasure. Sassy, did he tell you, oh, just suck it. I got you later. You're like, bitch, what about me? Oh, I got you later. Then he gets all rocks off and go about his little business. He wants to dismiss your needs. Bitch! A bitch got needs too. And he starts downplaying your needs, honey. Is that what he did? Did he start acting entitled to the ussy, that tight, wet ussy that you like to talk about, and start to guilt trip you and use manipulation, especially if you're not in the mood? Did he ever run a red light? Oh, I'm on my period. I don't care. Lay some towels down. Let me pause right there. Because did y'all catch that Ness was over there lying that she wasn't laid up in that romper for 3 days? And that Ness, she even lied and said that she wasn't even on her period. Now, Heidi, you mean to tell me your stupid ass didn't even check the ussy? You didn't even touch the ussy to see if it was truly bloody or not? Do you mean to tell me she did the old okey doke on you just to take advantage of you and say, come closer, come closer? You big dummy. And then, narcissists, then they'll even start to withhold sex from you or try to play it as a game or something like that. And it's all a way to exhort superiority or to boost their fragile um, self esteem and accuse you of flirting or even accuse you of infidelity. Wasn't you being flown out and shit, sassy? So he wasn't trusting your ass. Mm-mm. It's just a cycle where they want to idolize you and make you feel special and wanted. Then once they get that, they start to devalue you and start to criticize you and withdraw the affection. All while, even from my standpoint, the first time that boy saw me, he kissed me like I was Dorothy Dandridge, honey. And oh, it was so wonderful. And that hooked me from that very day. But after that, I never got that same affection and desire. Although we still did things, but it it was just never the same. And once they did that, they start to lose interest and they're on to their next conquest, which ultimately leaves us drained, insecure, and feeling objectified, feeling confused, and feeling hooked because we want that old thing back because they were so skilled and talented and created this emotional high that we'll never get again. That's you talent. No talent. And talent, can you even get it up? Did you pump it up for Sassy that one time and withdraw it? What's the real deal? Why can she not stand you? Why does she not even want to talk to you? And why do you even want to put yourself not only in the mix of this junkication, but you want to put yourself in the mix of limitation? Who's your next victim? Talentless. You need to really heal, and it's not cute. You ain't shit, bitch. Uppity? Queen
Hey, ladies and
Uppity?
bulls, you're funny.
What? What I say?
You just got it all planned out. I just came to give you a little bit of tea that might help you because
What, baby?
Sassy is following talent to limitation, but she is pretending as if she don't want to be around him. But since he was going there first, and then you inserted yourself, but now that you say it like that, it makes sense. Maybe he got to her biggest high, and then dropped her. He could have did that, and now she's hoping like for hook up in Vegas. They say what happened in Vegas, stay in Vegas. So maybe she's just hoping for you know another chance to ride. You know.
Mm, very well. Now, girl, I'm about to close it out. You want to stay up here with me, honey? Because we got to close this out, honey.
No, I just came to give you that little bit of tea. Hey, everybody, I'll be in the chat.
Hey, thank you, my uppity. Now, this week I did open up with uninvited. This week, Sissy Stefan has been trending, and honestly, it is nothing new. As Miss Anti-Afro has came up here and talked about his history, we want to remind you that people have already known about this. And the funny thing is that people want to reinvent history and conveniently forget key events. They want to forget about their genesis. Did y'all hear him talk about something? You're not going to lend and honor me. But when asked, what does that mean? They couldn't even explain it. Just like they can't fully articulate their process of becoming delivered. From the very start, the original lie, Stephen came out here lying on that heterosexual man, lending honor. I don't care how a ain't shit bitch he is with the kids, that has nothing to do with you. You didn't lay down with that man. You didn't produce children with him, but you came out here lying, which our good sis anti-afro had to tell, having these anus pics. And get with this bitch. He always goes back to colorism and color. Oh, that's not my ass. My ass ain't that light. He always talks about that. Hmm. But you wanted to justify that, and you lied on that man. And why I say about this poetic Flacco, because you're saying that he was the engine and the one that did it. And to my understanding, you just appeared out of nowhere with that situation and did that. And the reason why I asked is because when I went on Reddit, you were under a post under your thing talking about some, if anybody wanted to know any information about poetic Flacco, to ask you because you knew him. And to my understanding, that poetic Flacco does have ties to the South Jersey, Philadelphia area. So that's very telling to me that maybe the story that you tried to tell about Lennon Honor, about meeting him on those gay apps, might be your story. I don't know. But like I said, the reason why you start to get after me, where I wanted to really befriend you and understand your process until I understood that you was an ain't shit bitch that couldn't even articulate what process you went through, rather just saying in your mouth that you're delivered. And then when I started unfolding and pressing you for the lies about you lying on Shakim, But now and not to mention that you are the one that lied and said that Shakim got a house in Virginia, a house in Vermont. You're the one that came out and said those, and that there was things about Shakim researching different treatments and things on his computer and things like that. Which are just nothing more of your cycle of manipulation and attention seeking. And all the inconsistencies in your stories was just equate to lies. Then you wanted to come after the queen, your jealousy, your self-hatred, wanted to come after me, that you wanted to start picking on me. And the little bit of people that hated me, you wanted to act like you doxed me, bitch. And you posted some address, not even being cognizant that if I was that was my house, that you're putting me at risk. Someone that is in a marginalized community, a community that you claim you came out of. But the difference between me and you stupid bitch, is that I'm built for this and that I'm fortified and I've been tried and fucking true. But let's speed up to the current drama of today. Yes, you fucking junkie baser ass bitch. We're not gonna feel sorry for you because after all those actions that I just painted and how he even came against me, you and Shasha, that ain't shit bitch, he did the same method with me, hitting panels, wanting a clout chase off of me. Just the fact that more people hate you than they hate me. That's the difference. Yes. And that I paid that ain't shit unstable bitch no fucking mind. But you want to feed into it. But didn't you want to egg him on to dress like me on Nescation? Yeah, you did. And want to support that lie when I was nothing but good to you, Nace. Yeah, I did some things being loyal to Mama VS, but that's nothing that was out of the realm house for you because you've done a whole lot of shit. And I'm gonna close out on your dumb ass that you don't want to be highlighted. But you enjoyed him being a nuisance to me and doing those panel tours. But now that he's using that same method on you and he's getting more traction because as much love as you get, you have an equal amount of hate. You ain't shit bitch. This is your goddamn karma. And I'm just enjoying the circle back, the get back. I don't understand what's going on with that bitch and Shakim. Why Shakim is still holding on and trying to cover and make sense of this ain't shit bitch's actions when that bitch has did the same thing with him. Let's not forget how he lied on him, how he posted his status, and how he was fueling the very narratives that are still relevant and people are dragging him for still to today. But for some reason, Shakim is overlooking his behavior. Shakim gets very, very convenient when I guess he has something at hand that only he knows. Same thing with Nez shading and controlling him. But one thing I know about Shakim, he has a tick tick boom boom. And it's not a matter of if, it's when he will snap. But the truth is, we don't really know that Shakim's trying to hold on to Nave as long as possible because he's not strong enough to stand on his own. I mean, they did it before, but that's when he had to cower up to um TMO, knowing that he really didn't even like TMO. And TMO finally woke up and saw it, but he just used her for the flunky that she is, being the opportunist that he is. So it's only a matter of time until he turns on us again and tells her how an ain't shit bitch and mother and unstable bitch that she is, that we all know her to be. Did y'all hear Ness talking about work, talking about some she couldn't find her medicine, but the bitch could find her fucking weed and her shrooms, but she couldn't find her goddamn medicine. Why do y'all think that bitch is having all these goddamn outbursts and leaving work early in a manic rage? She better stop abusing FMLA. She claims she the top seller or whatever the fuck she did, but why did the other office start coming against you or upset you so much? Is somebody outperforming you or calling out your bullshit? Well, we're gonna see how that ain't shit bitch Stephanie goes and see how that goes. We already know Jay Dunn is just, a casualty. She's an ain't shit worthless ass bitch, but we're gonna see how that goes. We're going to see. Just like Jake, she's so fucking worthless. That stupid ass bitch, she's so mad. See, my audience is my audience. Who watches, who watches. I don't fucking care. But Jake's so fucking worthless. That stupid bitch gonna have the nerve to ask DJ for a retroactive redirect. Tell me something. Can y'all redirect to the video that y'all didn't watch? Well, bitch, if they didn't watch it in the first time or the first matter of hours, why they gonna go back and watch it? Clearly, nobody fucking cares. No one wants to hear what the fuck you have to say. And now you're over there getting Bam Bam to bring him back over there. Well, Bam Bam need to worry about his unsanctioned basement apartment. And he need to make sure that his affairs are in order and that all his permits and paperwork are in fucking order. He act like he fucking over it, but he always want to come around here fucking flossing and showing shit. If we so fucking gutter and you don't move the fuck on, why the fuck do you keep coming back around here? You got your core group of people. You got the mailing list. Why the fuck you gotta upload a video, you stupid bitch? You ain't went no fucking where. You pressed ass bitch. You better make sure code enforcement don't be knocking on your door and the housing inspectors that make sure that you ain't over there violating fucking permits and that you are over there upkeeping the fucking work and not doing unpermitted goddamn work. That's what the fuck you need to do. Cause 311 is accessible, bitch. And make sure that you're not doing no other violation and that you have a certificate of occupancy over there in that unsanctioned ass apartment that you're doing over there that you just had to show off on fucking line. You stupid ass bitch. And that's coming from Dino, you dumb bitch. See, I never came for you, but you want to come for me for over there when official Dusty was over there accusing me of having a house in Virginia. And I said, well, let's do a live test. And then you and that fucking cripple leg bitch, Tiny Tim bitch, non-captivating Christian want to sit up there and want to come for me for talk about I'll prove to you that I don't. And I done already told you early in the life all the fuck I have to go through just to get my preventative medication. But can you do the same? You chicklet having teeth bitch. You beady teeth dumb bitch. Are you stop it. Stop. Is your dumb ass being subjected? Is your general dynamics job being subjected by this government furlough? You help desk call center ass bitch. You ain't watching, Jazzy? I won't be watching. Who want to hear that same regurgitation pop up? Mm-hmm. Hey, Purple Onyx, welcome. Take your meds regularly. I mean, Jazzy, how the hell do you misplace your medicine? I'm I sort my medicine every 2 weeks in my pill sorter. How to my she couldn't find it. A controlled substance. And I'm wondering if she had an episode and took all her pills. And then did y'all hear this bitch or something? Oh, I can't remember if it's me, but one of my friends had a drunk person. I don't know if it's me. That bitch has just had so much trauma in her life that she done disassociated herself from past traumas and trying to put it on everybody else. She was talking about limit and why it bothers her so much. No, she done had a drunk in her goddamn life. Baby. Thank you. It's me, Jazzy. I try to be real and authentic. But I have so much more to talk about, but a bitch is tired. A bitch wants to go eat her goddamn food. Now I'm gonna be back later and see what shit is kicked up. I love y'all. I adore y'all. Thank y'all so much. Oh, one thing. Now, Sister James, spill it, spill it, boy TV, uh, Trace your lane, mother, no mother. The kid said no, bitch. Went live and purposely was dragging some bigger content creator about something. Now, apparently, this content creator dragged James for his interview with Dr. Heavenly and talked about how bad of an interviewer he was and how trash he was. And apparently, somehow, James kissed the ring and went in the chat and backpedaled and pussy popped. Ha! Didn't you coin that that thing, James? This is from Georgie. You know Georgie Boo, the bitch that you just can't stand because you want to be me, bitch. But he was so tactful with not mentioning who it was. So did anybody know who had a mother all in his fees? Who was that content creator? Because they said, James, that you hit that link and you didn't keep the same energy. Not that that content creator did, and you bowed down and kissed the ring. I guess to get your numbers up, but your numbers still look the same. And if you had that much of an impact, you wouldn't have to keep coming back to the beef sector to pull numbers. You would just keep doing the spill it, whatever, TV channel, not the Treasure Lane. Why'd you have to open up Treasure Lane? You had that much impact and traction. Hmm. And then you claim you could have flagged them, but do you not, you talk about knowing the rules and the policies, right? But is there not a process called fair use? And I'm sure that bigger content creator would have been well versed and known how to utilize and give content within the guidelines, right, mother? Happy Mother Monday, y'all. Any other questions? Any other comments? My boy, yeah, who I gotta see because he was very well with not saying who it was. When I find out, I'll let y'all know. If y'all do know, leave a comment. Let me know. But I appreciate y'all for rocking with your he she bitch. I'm feeling a little tipsy. I think I need to take a nap. Maybe I'll eat something to sop up this liquor. But I love y'all. Thank y'all for watching me. If y'all watch the replay, let me know you're watching the replay. You all be encouraged. I'll be back when I can be back. It's been real. Bye, y'all. Mwah.